I think it's time for me to have a serious talk about Warzone. For those that don't know, I was able to play Black Ops 7 early at Call of Duty Next, and we were able to try out the multiplayer, zombies, and the Warzone. And I'm finally back, and after testing the entire video game, there's a lot of good things, and there's a lot of bad things. And to me, Warzone is one of them. Now, before I start this off, this isn't an exit video. This isn't a video about me complaining. This is just me voicing my opinions and kind of giving constructive criticism, only because I want to see Call of Duty succeed. Of course, I'm passionate about Call of Duty, especially Warzone. I don't know how, but Warzone took my heart, and I love this game. I just want to see it succeed. That is it. That is all. I'm not bashing, and I'm actually giving feedback, especially for someone that played it early. So the first part I'm gonna get into is Black Ops 7 itself. We were able to try out the multiplayer, test out different game modes, maps, the weapons, the movement speed, everything about the game. And I will give you my honest rating. I feel like Black Ops 7 is a 8 out of 10. Here's why. Black Ops 7 pretty much took BO6, a game that I heard they never wanted to release in the first place, and made it better. They made the movement better. They made guns and gunfights better. The maps are better. Almost everything about BO7 is better than BO6, besides a few things. Firstly, after playing the beta, I realized that you needed dexterity in order to aim while sliding, jumping, or wall jumping. I'm not seeing a world in which that actually makes sense, to have a feature locked behind a perk that you didn't need in BO6. So it's kind of like y'all are going backwards, you know, like really doesn't make sense to lock that feature behind a perk. And I've seen a lot of negative feedback. Everyone is like, how do I change the attack stance? How do I change the attack stance? How do I change the attack stance? That may be something y'all need to look to and consider changing. I would probably take that away and just leave the aiming part by default and would grant whatever else dexterity grants to the player. That's just my honest feedback. Another thing is the amount of doors on the map. Now, that is just a complaint that not only me, but a lot of people have. And I did see them tweet and tell everyone that they are going to be changing something with the doors. I didn't read it fully, but I did see it, so they are listening. Another thing was the Tctekk. This is like a nitpick. It wasn't that bad, but it felt a bit fast. No, it felt a bit fast, which this is another thing that they are changing or looking to tune. I don't know how big or little it will be, but we'll see. I would say skill-based matchmaking, but that's in every Call of Duty. So I mean, either use it, abuse it, do whatever you gotta do. I mean, we all don't like skill-based matchmaking, but I don't wanna harp on that too much. Hey, skill-based, it's in the game. Like, play it or don't play it. And that was pretty much just my nitpick for multiplayer, but multiplayer isn't the only thing I was able to play early. Yes, we were able to play zombies early over at Call of Duty Next. And yeah, let's just show you that experience.
Rally on me with the revive.
Yo, pick me up. Now, this clip out of context looks like I'm bored, I'm not having fun, and then I'm just sitting there mindlessly playing zombies. But let me tell you, like, I was actually having a bit of fun playing zombies. Those zombies low-key were kind of crazy. They were a little aggressive. So like, I was having fun. I just had 3 hours of sleep the night before. So it came to a point where I got cooked. I had to go buy a whole MacBook just because I wanted to edit content and edit clips to put up onto all of my socials. Came through with a problem. All the footage I recorded at the pre-briefing and the tech check had no audio. I had to take a clip out and edit it that didn't have audio, and it still did good. Then I was getting thumbnails made from a YouTube channel. It was a lot going on. So like, I didn't go to sleep till 2:30 in the morning and had to be right back up at 6 o'clock to then be at the venue by 7 or something. So yeah, your boy was tired, and you know, just so happened while playing zombies, yeah, hey, I was killing zombies, and you know, it just came to a point where I was just, I don't know, I guess I just kind of, you know, had a little motion fatigue, I don't know. But I will say I didn't play enough of zombies to really give any feedback. I did hear there's a cursed mode coming in the full game. That is what I'm waiting on, because apparently it'll be like the OG zombies, no health bars, start off with a pistol, you earn points for every bullet hit, etc., etc., you know, wall buys and all, like, that's the zombies I know and love. That's the zombies I'm waiting on. And now down to the nitty gritty Warzone. Now, I gave the multiplayer an 8 out of 10. What do I have to give Warzone? A 4, but no more than a 5. And here's why. For some time now, Warzone has been getting quite stale. And you may ask, why is Warzone getting quite stale? Well, little Timothy, the reason Warzone is getting stale is because of the maps. Guys, right now, I'm gonna be real with you. One of my only complaints about Warzone is the maps. Treyarch/Activision or whoever, they already told us that we are getting a ton of events and post-launch content this year. So that solved one problem that BO6 like really had. That was one of the main main problems with BO6 and Warzone. There was no post-launch content. I mean, we were pretty much getting bombarded with bundles, you know, some like lackluster events, collabs, Beavis and Butthead, American Dad. And while I love American Dad, like, yeah, we were just getting hit with a bunch of things that kind of just didn't make sense. BO7 said, okay, bet, we're gonna take that and make it like MW3. See, MW3 was really loved because it had so much. There was like 80 different camos to unlock. There was new weapons, aftermarket parts, and just attachments, different things every week. It made you want to log on and go collect those items, and it low-key made the game fun. Even if the thing that you were using wasn't meta, or if it wasn't all that great, sometimes you had some sleeper builds. It changed the game. It made the game very fun. So the fact that they're doing that in BO7 already warms my heart because it gives me a reason to want to hop on and play every day. But again, the maps. The two maps that we have for Resurgence is Haven's Hollow and Rebirth Island. And you're like, wait, what is Haven's Hollow? Let me show you. So this map right here is Haven's Hollow. You have a few POIs: train station, pond, mansion, homestead, main street, riverboat, lumber mill, coal depot, and research center. I'm gonna just jump in and straight tell you that this map is Liberty Falls, the zombies map from BO6, but it's kind of expanded and made into a Warzone map, or a Resurgence map. I don't want to waste no time. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you what I like, and then we're gonna jump into the complaints. Firstly, I like the colors on the map. I do really like the warm colors on the map. It is bright, it is vibrant, it looks pretty good. I also like the idea of taking Liberty Falls and turning it into a Warzone map. I mean, think about it. Rebirth Island was Mob of the Dead at one point. So that was a zombies map that they turned into Alcatraz on BO4, and then also turning it into Rebirth Island in 2020. Now everyone know and love Rebirth Island. Like, you love this map. Rebirth has so much flavor. It's like the perfect brain rot. Like it really gets that itch in like a ton of people's brain. When you hop on Rebirth, you just, you know, you mindlessly go kill, die, stack, whatever it is. You have prison, you have control, you have all these dope POIs, the two towers that I unknowingly hate, but there's infill strikes on the map. Rebirth is just that map, right? That goes into my complaints. One of my complaints is Haven's Hollow feels like one giant POI. It kinda just didn't hit the mark for me, like for me personally. And I wanna say this too, I hope that you don't take my opinion out of context. If you like it, that is totally fine. That is totally fine. And I'm gonna be real with you, I am with the casual player base. If majority of the casuals like this map and they want to play this map and they want to watch this map, I will shut up. I will be quiet. I will still voice my opinions and say, okay, well, if we're going to keep this map, let's do this, this, and this. But hey, I'm with the casuals because y'all are the ones that take up majority of the player base and keep Call of Duty alive. Y'all are the ones that watch our videos. Y'all are the ones that watch our streams. And for that, I forever thank you. I'm just not a big fan of the map. Just like I'll tell you, I wasn't a fan of Area 99. Fortune's Keep had to grow on me a little bit. Ranked on Fortune's Keep is what took me over the edge, but other than that, didn't care for Fortune's Keep like that. So yeah, we're kind of a work in progress with maps. My favorite map is Vondel, Rebirth, Ashika, and then every other map follows. Haven's Hollow, considering that it is a zombies map, they could have went all out with this. And this is something my homie Nixstah said. It's a zombies map, so why not go that extra mile and zombify the map? Put zombies on it. He said make the buy stations mystery boxes. Brother, how cool would that have been to make the buy station a mystery box? Like, just fit the theme. Like, make it gory, put blood everywhere. Not everywhere, but you know what I mean. Like, add some like aesthetic to it. Another thing he was like, make the weapon trade stations a pack-a-punch machine. Like, add things on the map to make it, like, give it some aura. Give it that, okay, when I'm on this map, like this is crazy, right? Another thing, I'm looking at this map right now, right? The middle of the map. Now, I gotta keep bringing up these other maps because you have to see the comparison. When you have the middle of the map, it is the rotation point. It is the hot drop. It is where if there's nowhere else to go, you can go here. Like, it's a ton of entryways. There's a ton of loot. Like, it's a high value zone. Like, it's one of those places where it's like, oh yeah, go to the middle of the map. Rebirth, prison, Vondel, market, Ashika, castle, even Area 99. I down the middle of the map in Area 99 was like majority of the problem with Area 99, besides the fact that it was kind of like sandy and like dull, but it still was huge and had, you could tell tell what was in the middle of the map, right? Running through Homestead, I'm gonna be completely honest with you. Running through Homestead felt like this should not deserve, it didn't deserve a name. Like, you ever been running through like those parts of the map and it's just like a house or two or something like that? Like it doesn't need a name. You know, like that's what Homestead feels like. It's like a broken church. Like literally the second story is broken. Like a car, there's some like a tree and like a couple like small houses. Like I just don't feel that is enough for the middle of the map. I feel like all the main POIs of this map are on the outskirts. Let me tell you why that's a problem. If you take this cursor right here, right? I'm gonna tell you right now, take this cursor. This whole side of the map is like almost untouched by the entire population of the map. Now they said this map is a little bit bigger than Rebirth or smaller than Fortune's Keep. I say we need to add like 10 more players to this map, at least 5, something. It don't need to be 72 like Vondel, but it probably needs to be like, yeah, you need to add some players to this map because like if for one, it'll spread out everyone, you know, where they want to go. And most of the fights like are at Main Street and like in this area anyway. Like, if you chunked off this whole side of the map, we would have like a 30 player mini royale just in this area alone. I mean, you got the bowling alley here, Main Street, Riverboat, Homestead, Mansion Pond, and Train Station, which Train Station I've never been to. Research Station I've never been to. I've barely been to Lumber and Coal Depot. How I'm thinking about it is like these POIs, for one, they have no aura. Besides Mansion and Main Street, those two are like the main, like if Mansion was in the middle of the map, goated POI slot, 100%. That would be goated. And like if you were to swap Mansion and Homestead, put the big Mansion in the middle, kind of make it even bigger if you wanted to, put Homestead where Mansion is at, but also expand that and make that even bigger. Hold on, I'm cooking low key. Kind of make Pond a little bit more interesting. Like let's like spark this up. Spark up the way like these POIs are, because Homestead literally has no soul. And then I don't even want to talk about Rebirth Island because like we played that map for like the last 5 years and they're finally reskinning it in April or the spring, whatever they want to say, whatever the time frame is. They're reskinning Rebirth in the spring. So we have to go another dreadful like 4 or 5 months waiting for Rebirth to get reskinned. Now I'm not mad about that, but like it's just come on. I guess Haven's Hollow is going to take over while we wait for Rebirth to be reskinned. My honest thoughts about that is they have to cook. They have to cook with the reskin on Rebirth Island, because the only way we'll be able to play that again is if they have to deliver, like reskin the whole map, give it a new theme. It's still Rebirth, but like make it look different. Add a damn amusement park on top of prison for all I care. Knock down some POIs and make it something else. Like add a hospital, add a casino boat, like something. Like give Rebirth Island some more excitement. Lighting changes, daytime, nighttime, let it rain, let it snow, let it whatever. Just they have to cook with it, because we've been playing the same map over and over and over. And it's just, as much as Rebirth Island is a good map, it's just, I'm getting tired of it. Like I really wish they would have released something like Vondel. That would have been perfect to release Vondel. Like I'm passionate about this. So like this is my lane. And also for my big map people, Verdansk, I'm not gonna even talk about that for too long, but 2 POI changes is crazy. I mean, they gave us a POI that we had 4 years ago, and then they added a new POI. Like that wasn't enough to satisfy the big map people, bro. Verdansk, ooh, I mean, holy, like, yeah, man. I mean, yeah, scrap. Yeah, I took away Urgistan, rightfully so. Majra is still on the back end. I don't even know if they can bring that back or not, but we just need new. We need new and good. New and good. That is what we need at this point. Oh, and don't worry. While I was at Connex, a Raven employee, I don't know if he was like the lead or executive, I can't remember what he said, but he came up to me, and let's just say I had a conversation with him at Call of Duty Next.
What do you think about the new map?
I was able to play test it back in July.
That's right, yeah.
And our first encounter with it, we straight up was just like, we're trying to find the balance for the top players, right? Because we've been playing Rebirth Island like all year.
Yeah.
We're getting tired of it, right? So boom, a new map comes. Now we're like, would this map be the map that can take over Rebirth? And simply, we just put a no.
Yeah, we don't know yet.
It's not the map. Because it has to have that replayability, right? We could play it for hours and hours and hours and like not get bored. Like Rebirth is the map, Vondel,
Ashika, or like these maps were like perceived well, even in the early stages where people didn't know about it, you know. But it kind of grew on people. Can this map grow on people? Of course. Just my time playing it. It's just not the best one. Like it's kind of, you know.
I got you. See what you think about Verdansk. We added some new POIs there.
Oh yeah, we tried it.
You tried it?
And same thing with Verdansk. It's like it's one of those where like they brought it back, but like. And for example, I feel like Almazo didn't get its true shine, which I feel like is the second best battle royale map. Then we had Urzikstan, which was kind of dry. I mean, yeah, Scrap Caldera. I don't even want to bring that up.
We'll see it later.
I got you. I told you, I'm not sugarcoating the best. Like, I'll be real.
All in all, I just wanted to sit down and kind of give y'all my thoughts about the game. It's specifically Warzone, but the entire game, just so y'all know where my head is at. And to know that me personally, I'm not complaining, but more so I'm just critiquing, giving my honest feedback about what I want to see and what I would hope the community want to see. But again, I'm only one person, so I can't speak for everybody. So take this with a grain of salt. These are just my thoughts. And let's just pray that Warzone is going to be good this year, because multiplayer seems great. Zombies kind of seem good, but Warzone just seems kind of left out. And we love Warzone. Heard is getting a reset in MW4. Everything's going to be gone and it's going to be a whole new Warzone again. So let's just hope that you guys cooked on this game.